If you like what you're watching here, please like and subscribe. Today we are going to be playing City Skylines, the PlayStation 4 edition. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, city game to play. I like City Skylines a lot. I used to be a big SimCity guy, and then when City Skylines came out, I just really fell in love with it. And I do prefer be building a new city, and I'm gonna kind of just show you guys the logistics and how to start a city, and some key tips and some key pointers, and so yeah. So without further ado, let's get into it. Really quick, I want to show you guys on the home screen here. If you look on the right, there are the DLC packages or whatever. It's not packages, but you know what I'm saying. The DLC perks, let's say, of different maps and things you can get with this game. I have all the DLCs that have come out. If you buy the regular version, you don't get all the DLCs, obviously, but you can buy the regular version with the DLCs, and I believe that is a total of $100. So you just kind of think to yourself, what DLCs would you want? Realistically, do you want to pay for them all, or do you only want to pay for some? You know, or do you want them all? Just go with the full 100. So let's start a new game here. As you can see, when you start a new game, you got two options. You got a new map and a new scenario. And you're probably asking, what's a new scenario mode? Well, a new scenario mode is a mode where you basically, and you have to buy the DLCs to play the new scenario modes. You basically pick, like for example, natural disasters. I played this one before. You basically are the mayor and developer of the city, and a natural disaster happens, and you have to figure out how to help your city and, you know, repair or whatever from the natural disaster. So it's just basically different modes to learn how to manage a city in a certain situation, like a natural disaster, or how to build mass transit well for the city, or a green city, how to keep your green and pollution free as much as possible. So that's what the new scenario maps are. And then you got the new maps, which are the regular maps of the game. If you buy City Skylines, you get 12 maps that come with the games. If you just buy the regular versions, and these are all the 12 maps, and they're pretty good maps. And then if you buy the DLC, like the Snowfall, you get all the maps with snow, or the natural disasters, you got all the natural disaster maps, transit, green city, park life, industrials, campus, Sweet Harbor, airports, or the map pack. Now you're probably asking, do you just get maps with these DLCs? Well, no, like campus DLC comes with like college life stuff, so like you get to build universities and stuff like that. You don't actually have to select the map. Like for example, the campus DLC has all the college stuff, right? You don't gotta play on one of its maps to have the school college stuff. You can actually play the industrial maps and still have the perk of building universities on those maps as well. I hope that made sense. Oops, a little frozen there. Let's go back here. Alright, so today I'm going to go with my new, I just bought this map pack and the airports DLC. And I really like the new map pack DLC. I actually recommend this one. So if you get this game and you don't really know what DLC you want, I really recommend the map pack. They made some really cool maps on here, and we are gonna take the farmland flats. That's gonna be the one we are gonna be working with today. And we are gonna, yeah, well, let's call our city Westwood. I'm not really good with city names, so I'm just gonna keep it with Westwood. But as you can see, if you look on the right side, when you're looking at maps, you see on the right side here and below the map, it says natural resources. That tells you everything that comes with this map. So your ore, coal, grass, trees, water. Surprisingly, there's not actually a lot of water on this map. So that actually makes me think I should probably pick a different map. Let's do this one instead. The Mountain Tapper. And yeah, we'll keep it West Valley. West Valley sounds like a good name for a town. I've actually never done this map, so let's check this one out. And see what it's like. So let's go next. And then right here, you got options, random disaster frequencies. You can actually turn on random disaster if you really want. Obviously, if you go all the way full, I mean, you're gonna have a disaster probably every 2 minutes, and I don't know why you would want that. Or you could do like half of the time, or very little, very very rare to have a natural disaster. I personally like to turn it off. I don't like to deal with that. And I do believe you have to buy the natural disaster DLC in order to have that. So that's just a note to take. And then you got your dynamic weather and then your day and night cycle, which I like to keep those both on. And then right down here you have all your cheat codes, so you can set all the cheat codes and basically unlimited everything. No challenges, no strategy to your city whatsoever, really, because you're just you're just doing whatever you want, really. Basically, all you have to really keep up with is just, making sure your city has enough policemen, firemen, trash, medic, stuff like that. But I don't like playing that way. I like strategy to my city, actually earning the money and developing the city right. So, without further ado, let's get this going. Let's start our city. Is it Lake Valley? I think it's Lake Valley. So let's go. And like I said, I've never played this map before, so I'm actually looking very forward to doing this map today. So the biggest thing with city games is knowing that it's your own creativity. You're using your mind to build a city. So be as creative as you want to be, and don't be. You don't always have to have the specific style on doing a city a certain way. You can create it the way you want. And that's why I like these games. It makes you use your imagination. It makes you think on how you want to build something. And I lied. I've done this map before. This is actually a very fun map. But I did a different way last time. When I mean different way, I set it up different. This time I'm going to do it different from the way I did it last time. So let's just really check this out really quick map. It's pretty it's a really nice map. You got a river right here. I'm guessing, or you have a peninsula here. And I'm guessing that over there is the ocean. I don't think it's a lake. I think it's an ocean. So all that ocean water is putting water in here. So that's gonna be our water source for our city. West Valley. And as you can see, what's really cool about this map is we have train tracks right here. That's gonna be very good for our transit later in the game, and it's gonna be helpful. And it's really helpful that it goes right in the middle of our area where we're gonna start building some homes, some commercial buildings, and industrial buildings. So the first thing you gotta do is build a road. Now, if you want to look at roads and facts about them, you'd be like, John, why do I need to look at facts about a road? Well, it's actually very interesting to read about and know what you're building, because if you don't read about it, you don't realize you're going to be paying 32 cents a week to upkeep your roads. So that does play a factor into your into your costs, especially when you start a new city. 32 cents is a lot of money to upkeep when you start a new city. Now, when your city's developed and growing and you got a lot of money coming in, then yeah, it's not much of a big deal, but when you start, it is. And then you look at the very top, it actually tells you the speed of the road, and the speed for this road is 40 miles per hour. So that's something to think about when you build these small roads around your city. Which is kind of funny because, when you build your homes and everything, you use these kind of roads, and 40 miles per hour in a residential zone is way over the actual legal speed limit in the real world, which is 25. So here you go. We start with connecting our connecting roads to the interstate. This is the interstate, and for this road, I actually like to upgrade it to a one-way road. You know, because obviously you don't need a two-lane road going two different directions. You only need a two-lane road going one direction for coming off or going on the highway, because they're going one directions. So that will help with traffic flow, and traffic flow is very important in your game. It does play a big factor. All right, so then I'm gonna do a four-lane road. It's kind of like the main road coming into the area, and we're not gonna make it too big because it does cost some money. I think I go about right there. And oh, I need to pause this game. I forgot. When you start building your city, make sure to pause it when you first develop everything, because as you can see at the bottom of the screen, you got your money, which right now I have 65,000. I started with 70,000. And then on the right of your money, it shows right now it's red. It's a negative $5. So I'm actually losing money right now because, well, first of all, I'm spending and I'm not making. So I'll start making when the houses get built and the industrial buildings get built. When all the buildings get built and people start moving in here, paying taxes, that's when you start making profit. But you got to build that stuff first. So you want to pause the game, because when that time lapse goes, it starts affecting your money. So over here where I'm building my road right now, I'm gonna build, this could be the industrial area for West Valley. That's where all the big buildings and factories will be. Well, not big build, but big factories, and our power plants and our water treatment plant will be. And over here we're gonna build, you know what, we're gonna go, let's see, okay, we're gonna go about right here. And I already messed up. Very picky on how I line up my roads here. We're gonna go right here. And then we're gonna put down this way some roads. And this is where we're gonna start building our residential area. So we got a good space, a lot of space to start off our city with a lot of residential area. And it's gonna be really good. The last time I played this map, I actually started over here with my residential area, and that kind of made it tricky with the train tracks and everything. And so this is gonna be a lot more. This is gonna be a lot better for the city. So, all right. So when I start building residential homes, I always start with a dirt road, because it's cheaper to have a dirt road than it is to have a paved road. Now we will upgrade those roads later, but right now we're gonna go cheap with the roads for the residential area, so we can save money, and cause we're gonna need lots of it. And so this could be our residential area. You know, nothing too fancy. Some people like to make all the curvy stuff and all that kind of stuff, and I actually like to do that too. But once my city's more has grown more and all that kind of stuff, so then we're gonna put the town. Yeah, we're gonna put the town right here. This will become the downtown area. We're gonna make this a little bit bigger than I usually make it to start off, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna work. All right, so we got our areas of where we want to put our residential areas. Now we do need to get it power, we do need to get it water and sewage, so we need to build those. So let's first go with the power. We're gonna start with the power plant. I'm gonna go with a coal power plant. Here's all the information about it. Noise pollution 50, pollution 50, upkeeping $560 a week, use coal to produce electricity, creates heavy pollution. So honestly, it's not very good for the environment, but the good thing is our citizens are going to be living over here and not anywhere near this. You know, people say, well, why don't you go green? Why do you go with a windmill? Well, the problem with the windmill on this map is we're not in a much mountainy, hilly area. Over there it is, obviously, but we don't have that space yet. See, we have this little box, and the windmill is not only expensive, it's you know, you gotta look at price. You gotta look at quality over price. You know, this is $3,600, and it's only gonna produce. If I put in the most windy area, which is this dark, I guess greenish, bluish, whatever color you want to call that area, the highest, you know, voltage rating is 7 milliwatts, which is very low. And it's kind of a weird place to put a windmill. As you can tell over here, well, if we put it over here, well, that's the water, never mind. So we don't want to put it in the water. But if we could see, no, not on the mountains, but there's a lot of wind over there. So maybe later in the game, if we buy the land over there, we'll decide to go a little green. But for now, we're gonna do bad to the environment. Alright, so then next I'm gonna build a inland water treatment plant. You could do this, or you could buy one of these. This is a water drain pipe, and basically the idea is you build it over by area of water, or you can actually build it in land, but that's gross. No one wants to see a bunch of people's, you know, feces and urine on the ground, so you don't want to do that. So ideal is you want to build it right here on the water. Now, the only problem with that is you're polluting the water, and you probably don't want to do that. But it is a cheaper way, and if you want to really save your money, then that's the way to go. So now that we got our power plant, we got our inland water treatment plant, we need to build a water source pump so our citizens can have water. Now I go with the, every time I start a city, I go with a water pump station. You can go with a water tower, but look at the price difference. The water pump station is $2,500. The water tower is $3,500. So you save $1,000 with the water pump station, and it pumps more water for your city. So, and especially, like, you would obviously use a water tower if you did a map that didn't have a lot of water resources. But this map has a lot of water resources, and as you can see, is we're right by the ocean, so it's flowing in a lot of water over here. Now, these arrows that you see is the water flow and what direction the water is going. And you probably are wondering, like, well, why is that important to know in the game? Well, say if you buy the water pipeline drain. Remember, this is where all the sewage stuff comes out of. When people, you know, obviously go to the bathroom, everything, the sewage gotta go somewhere. So this water pipe drain, empties all the sewage into the water. Now, like I said, if you do that, you want to build it on the other side of where your water pump station is. So wherever the arrows are going, you want to build on the other side of your pump. You don't want to build it here, because if the water's going that direction, then that's where the sewage is going to go, and it's going to go right past your water pump, which that means your water pump station is going to pump in sewer into its water, and that's not something you want. What's that movie? Oh, the Simpsons movie a long time ago, right? Where they were dumping all the waste into Lake Springfield, and the squirrel like jumped in there and had like 40 eyes. That's basically what this is. This is basically dumping all that sewage stuff into the lake/river. I'm not going to do that, but just to let you know, if you do decide to do that and you decide to do the water pump station, make sure you build it on the other side of the water pump station, wherever the flow of the water is going. So, alright, so since we got our water station, we got our power, we got our sewage, now it's time to build power lines. We need to get some power lines to our citizens and our commercial zones. So our residential zones and our commercial zones are going to need some power. And we're going to do it like this. Put one right here. And we're going to put one right here. Oops, sorry. No, we're going to put one right there. My bad. Put one right there. Yeah. There we go. And so we got the power. Oh, we need one power line. We do need a power line down this way. There we go. And oops, we need to actually go back a little bit. Let's see here. I want to build this. I want to build this like right on the borderline of the area we can build on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And we need to get the power line all the way to our water pump station. Alright, so we got our power lines where we need them to be. So it's always important to check to make sure you need your power lines where they need to be. And so now it comes our pipes. We need to build our pipe system, our main water line system. Now I watched this YouTube video of city skylines of a city manager building a city, and he was saying that in a real city you would build the main pipelines in the middle of the street. So if you had a 10 main pipeline, you can dig in the middle of the street and fix it rather than digging or doing it underneath a home or a business or any kind of building. That would cause a lot of problems because the main pipeline would be under the building and it'd be hard to get to. So I thought that was pretty cool, fun fact to learn. You know, it's your game. I mean, it's your city. You do what you want. I do like to play with some kind of like realism to it. You know, I mean, like even though it's not real, it's fun to pretend that if it was a real city, how would you build pipes? Well, you build it that way. So I started to do it that way when I learned that. But we got all our pipes situated, except for don't forget to get your pipe. Make sure your pipes get to your water pump system, and I think that's it. I think we're ready. We're ready to start here. We still have $5,000 left over, which is really good. So with that being said, with that left over, I am going to build a little area where we're going to have some industrial buildings here. And this will be a little area where people can build some industrial buildings and do all that good stuff. So I'm really impressed with myself. I played this game many times. I don't think I've ever in the history of playing this game have spent less money in starting a city than I have on that route. So let's get our industrial area packed up, and I think we got everything else filled up. Yep. All right, so let's get this started. Let's go quick speed here, and very soon you'll see the houses. We already got a house down here getting built. And as you're waiting, because I'm about to be out of complete money because I'm making negative $700. As you're waiting for money to go up and your population to go up and all that kind of stuff, this is a great time to look at your road intersections, like putting signs, stoplights. I'm gonna put stoplights there, but I am gonna put stop signs here. It's very important that you do this. You know, you want to limit accidents. You don't want a lot of accidents. You know, especially people moving in here. They're gonna have their kids, and their kids are gonna be playing around the street. You want to make sure you protect them as well with stop signs and drivers being aware, paying attention. You don't want mayhem in your city. So we're just getting started. So far it's looking good. We're getting a lot of houses built. The interstate over here looks like it's starting to get busy, and that means people are starting to come over to our great city of West Valley. So like I said, as you can see, we're getting the town built. So far we're at 195. Well, now 222 people who live in our city so far. And yes, we have negative $2,000, but once people start moving into your city and all that kind of stuff, you'll start making money. It'll take some time, but you will. And I think we have to reach a population of 400 to unlock our next level. And when we unlock the next level, we not only get other services and stuff, but we also get money. and I think the money's $20,000 each level. So once our population hits 400, we'll get some compensation for that. But other than that, it's just kind of a wait game. There's still a lot of space to be building more houses. Our industrial area starting to build more industrial buildings. That's good. Our downtown's got some commercial buildings, and our city's slowly growing. So while we're waiting for it to grow, we are gonna save what we got so far. And yeah, and so now it's nighttime, but our city's still growing. We never sleep here. And this area is obviously really dark because since it's dirt roads, they don't have any lights on their streets. Which, you know, that's okay. They don't need lights on their street right now. They live in a town of 267 people. Nothing bad's gonna happen there. Hopefully not. But like I said, we are just we are waiting for our money to go up here and waiting for levels to go up. Now, if you notice that our population is at only 271. It may not hit 400 with this small area of residential zone. So sometimes you gotta improvise and figure out ways to put residential zones. So I'm gonna put another one right here. Yeah, we're gonna put one right there. Yeah, there we go. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, look where the money is, then go to where the city name is, population. Right next to the population, there's these bars, I guess, you know, call it these bars, and as you can see, there's a green bar that's going up right now. There's three main bars. Those are your zoning bars. So the green one is residential, the blue one is commercial, and the orange one, or peach kind of color one, is your industrial bars. And these bars will light up bright, and they'll go up, and that is the city, that's the city demand for those zones. So right now, the green one, the residential demand's going up, meaning that they want more houses to be built. Those are very important things to be watching when you're building your city. You want to meet the demand of your city, and that's very important. So we're at a population of 381. We're about to hit 400, so that means we'll allot the next level, and we'll get compensated for about $20,000, which is going to help us start building the next sections. What I want to do is when we hit our next levels, we're going to want to start building some more residential area and get that going. As you can see these little icons popping up of a working man. That means those places need workers. So they are, obviously we build a lot more than I should have. I made the industrial zone a little bit too big for for the size of our city. So right now, for the size of the industrial zone, we cannot support the demand at this current time because we just don't have the money to. Well, I thought the next objective, I thought the next level was 400. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Unlock next milestone. Oh, it's 480. Okay. So we're getting there. Hopefully we can get there faster. We're at 418. We need to hit 480 to unlock our next milestone. So I'm thinking, well, I don't even know if I can do this. I gotta look at my pipeline. Yeah. I really don't want to have to build houses right here because I want to actually build roads right there to make a whole other area of residential houses. But I may have to do that if these houses are not going to be enough to hit 480. So with that being said, I believe that is what I'm going to have to do, whether I like it or not. Let's see, actually, well, we got some pipes here, so we can probably build some houses there. So let's do this. Let's, well, no, I can't tear down. I can't tear down that. Well, hopefully these houses here will be enough to at least hit another 40 people for our population. And so you're probably kind of like wondering why I'm building it like that way. Well, like I said earlier, I want to, once we get the money, I want to build more neighborhoods right over here. And I can't build any houses back here because if you look at our water system, our pipes are over here. They're not down here. So the highlighted, I guess, blue, navy, I don't know, whatever color you want to call that. Oh, there we go. We hit our next milestone. That indicates of how much area is covered with the water and sewer trim area. Alright, so now we got some money, and we're making money now too, which is good. Let's first start with residential, more residential zoning. And I'm gonna go, well, that's a tough one because we don't want to be too close to the train tracks because we don't want to be too loud for the citizens because that also hurts their land value. We don't want to mess with that. So we're going to just build it that far out. And we're going to build some pipes here. And then we're going to go, let's go fill. There we go. And while that's being built, I'm just going to build our pipes down here too. So run into that situation. Yeah, oops, that's not what. There we go. Yeah, so our city's looking nice. Alright, so I need to build a garbage landfill so we can take care of our garbage. And we're just gonna do a dirt road here just to save some money. I'm being pretty cheap right now. But to be fair, we don't have a whole lot of money. I mean, yeah, 11,000 looks like a lot, but it runs out pretty fast when you gotta spend and meet the demands of your city. Alright, so we got a garbage field here, so garbage men will be coming out and getting citizens garbage. And while that's happening, we still have $7,000 left, which is very nice. That's gonna get me to build more residential areas. Like I said, go back to look at the zone demands. Residential is still high, and residential is gonna be pretty high most of the game. Why does it look like that? Obviously, a lot of people are gonna want to live in your city. The more it grows, the more people want to move here. So you gotta kind of have to. You kind of have to manage that. And what I mean by manage that is, if your city's really booming, make sure to support your citizens' demands before you add more citizens coming into the city. And that goes all the way to the demands of education, parks, healthcare, firefighter, policeman, all that kind of stuff. You gotta really watch that stuff. It's very easy to not watch that stuff, go off track, and just really focus on building all this cool stuff. But then all these icons pop up, like you saw the little worker icons popping up, meaning that they needed workers. Well, there's other icons, like there's a skull icon to tell you that someone's dead and they need someone to go pick up the body. So we will have to build, and that'll be later in the game, we will have to build a cemetery so they can go pick up the deceased bodies in places that have dead bodies. And like I said, one of the ways we try to limit having so many dead bodies is making sure our citizens are living away from our industrial area. So that's very important. So we're looking really good. I think we're gonna hit 1,000 here pretty fast. So that probably means our next milestone here is gonna be. Let's see here. Well, that's weird. Oh, okay, yeah. Our next we're already almost at our next milestone. We're gonna hit it really fast here. Okay, here we go. So what we're gonna build next, I'm gonna wait for a while. Well, not for a while. Very close here. We're already almost to our next milestone. Once we hit our next milestone, I'll have enough money to build a medical clinic, which we need for our city. That's very important, medical, and go from there. I also believe I unlock fire station and police station, and with that being said, I will probably have to take out a loan, which I don't want to do, but you sometimes have to for your city. It's a necessity to have a fire station and police station. So let's first build the clinic. let's build a clinic right here. It's kind of a weird place to build it, but I like it there. And then let's build a fire station. Let's do this. We're gonna build the fire station here. Cause what we're gonna do here is we're gonna. Okay, yeah, I know, it needs power. Crap. Okay. I'm gonna pause the game here 1 second so I can figure out what I need to do. Actually, let's do this first. Cause I'm not gonna go that much farther. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna build the main roads there. And we're gonna put a stoplight here. And we need to connect some power to our fire station because our fire station has no power. Alright, here we go. Don't really go that far, right there. And it should have water because I know the main pipeline goes to that area. So, and let's build a police station. Oh, I need to take out a loan. So to take out a loan, you go, oops, no, we're not lowering taxes. That's for sure. Yeah, there we go. Let's go to loan and let's take out only $21,000. We don't need 66 right now. And we're gonna build our police station right there. All right. So what I did here, kind of just explain why I did what I did, especially over here. I built another way to get into the residential area, and that's because if there was a fire, and the firefighters need to go attend a fire to one of these residential homes, they would have to drive. If I didn't build this other way in, they would have to drive all the way and go around and everything, and so it would take longer to get to the fire, and that could cause the residents to lose their home. So we don't want that to happen. Again, this game, when it comes to traffic and roads, it's really a puzzle. It really can become a puzzle, and it can become confusing if you don't have proper road management in your city, because it does play a factor to a lot of things as your city grows. You want to get your EMS people, you want to get your police people, you want to get your fire people to the places they need to be. And if you don't have good roads and traffic, it's not gonna be good. So as we're waiting for stuff to continue to grow and build, we're gonna put some more stop sign. Actually, I'm gonna make that the traffic light area. Again, safety priority, especially in a residential area. Oh, here we go. We got this area. There we go. And there we go. So yeah, so we look like we're doing pretty well. The demand for commercial buildings is becoming very high. So we need to build more commercial buildings, and we're gonna do that. So let's go here. I don't wanna go too far out. 2 more. There we go. So we'll build at least 2. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And we'll build a main pipeline right here. And again, we want safety, so we want to make sure we have traffic lights. I'm just going to put traffic lights all over the city. I'm not going to mess with these stop signs. And the reason I don't mess with the stop signs in the little downtown area is because I know all this stuff is going to grow really big, and I'll just have to go back and just do, rather than just wasting time putting stop signs now, just not do it. Because I'm not going to ever make these traffic lights. That's just how I do it. I always prefer stop signs in residential areas, but when it comes to like the downtown area with the commercial buildings and everything, they're gonna eventually get bigger, and I may redevelop them to be tall skyscrapers, and obviously there's gonna be a lot of traffic in those areas, so we want to make sure they're traffic lights rather than stop signs. Alright, so we're doing pretty well. Let's build a school. Because citizens will demand. Let's see. So you can check how your citizens are feeling about your city. So go to the main menu and you go info and views. So here's all the info and views about stuff. Talk about traffic, right? We're talking about traffic. There you go. Here's our traffic flow. If you look at the top left corner where it says traffic, and then you got the little bar with the colors red, yellow, and green, you want to look at that. That's the thing you want to look at. And if you look at that little arrow icon or play icon, whatever you want to call it, the little pointer thing, it's in the green, and that's where we want it for our traffic. It makes us know that our traffic flow is really good. I think it says 93% traffic flow, which is really good. And then you can kind of see these shaded red and green areas. Obviously, you know, common sense, we know that the green is good, and then the red is kind of like heavy. It's like when you see on the news. So this kind of shows you where the heaviest traffic is. Obviously, this main road is always going to be heavy traffic because this is the road that goes to the city and out and to the industrial area or to back onto the highway. So this road right here, it really doesn't matter how much you upgrade it and what you upgrade to. It's always going to be busy with traffic. I mean, you know cities, right? You know, there's always that one road. For example, Texas, I-35, always gonna be traffic, right? So we are gonna update these roads. We're gonna upgrade them eventually, and you should upgrade them. But don't be discouraged if you upgrade them all the way to, you know, as much as you can. They're still shaded red like this, or even darker red. It's just is what it is, man. You can only do so much with that. So, alright, so we're looking pretty good. I think I said I was gonna build, well, I was gonna build a school. Yeah, we're gonna build a school. So this is the elementary school, obviously. Actually, let's go back to this menu really quick, the info menu, and look at the citizens' happiness. So you can look at all the citizens' happiness. Obviously, our commercial people are more happy than our residential people. And that also is the same with our industrial people. So the way you can like look at how you can improve happiness and satisfaction, meeting the demands of your citizens, is by clicking, like, say on the house. Like this house says, educate more citizens to let the buildings in, let the building be upgraded. So obviously citizens are demanding that we have some education for their kids. So we're gonna build a elementary school right here, and that little arrow icon's gonna go up, and it's gonna go up to green. So I'm gonna build another one just to support the demand. This one's over there, so let's build this one over here. So we're gonna have 2 elementary schools just so we can meet the demands of the citizens. And let's start building some more residential houses because these people are gonna want. They're gonna want more homes. Here we go. Yeah, so you know, again, make your city what you want to make it. You don't gotta do exactly what I'm doing. Again, these games are about your creativity. So be creative. Go with what you feel that you would want your city to be like, but also be aware of the demands of your city. Meet your demands. Make sure you have enough schools. Make sure you have enough firefighters. Make sure you have enough police officers to support the citizens you have in your city. Because if you don't, then a lot of problems will come, and a lot of icons will come up, and just a whole bunch of mess will happen. Trust me, I've been there. It's not fun to mess with and clean up. And you'll be like, how did I get here, right? So again, just have fun with it, man. I mean, this is your creation. Know that, and that's important to know. So, oh shoot, you know what? This is bad because I bet you my power is gonna be out here soon. I probably don't have enough power to support the demand of my city. So let's look at our power, because I may have to take out another loan, and I really don't want to do that, but I doubt that one power plant is going to support what's about to be built here. So let's go to our power, and oops, that's not power, right here. Look at it. Yeah, see, we're in the yellow, which means by the time these houses are built, I guarantee you that demand is going to be high. And yep, see, it's already going down. So we're about to hit the red. And we don't want to hit the red, because once it hits red, then some citizens are not going to have power, because the power plant cannot support the demand of the city. So with that being said, I do believe I will have to, well, we're just kind of play it out, see what happens here. I'm not going to buy one, I'm not going to take out the loan until I see power, the power icons, like this employee icon. They need, they got employers, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. So we're just going to kind of wait it out here at 3,000. The next milestone What am I doing here? Oh, here we go, milestone. So we want to hit, okay, I think we'll be okay. We're about to hit the next milestone. We're about to hit 1500. We're at 1474. Just need that population to go up a little bit more, and once we hit that, then we can get our money for our next milestone. But yeah, I always like, what I like to do in this game is like look over and look at my city. Look how it looks. I think I'm gonna start upgrading these roads now to a pavement. Yeah. All right, there we go. Absolutely need to build a power plant right now. Absolutely. Building our power plant. Come on. Yeah, come on. There we go. Alright, so now we should have enough power. And just in time. See, as the demand was going up, the power wasn't, but we caught it just in time. Alright. Let's see, so we got fire station, we got a clinic, we got a police station. We need to build a park. We need to build some parks, because these residents need to get off their lazy butts and go do some stuff that's not in their house. All right, so we got a park there. Hopefully that park does not affect the way I want to put the road, and it doesn't. Thank the Lord. Awesome, sweet. And we'll build some residential houses right by the park. Our residential demand is high as can be. So obviously a lot of people want to move to this city. And again, I say this with caution. You want to be careful with that, because you're like, all right, just build. But if you excessively build, you will lose track in supporting the demands of your city. So one of the things I'm already thinking about is trash. Okay, we have one trash field here. I don't think that's going to be enough to continue to build more houses. If we're going to build more houses, we're going to need more garbage trucks. And we need to be aware of that. So before we start building new neighborhoods, we're going to buy another landfill to support garbage demand. And we unlock the landscape, and we can landscape our area any way we want, but we're not going to do that right now because I don't want to spend the money. I do actually believe we can buy some land if we really wanted to. We got this square right here, and we could buy some more land to, you know, to expand our city. I don't know if we need that. I don't know if that's a priority at this current moment for my city. It will be here soon though. So let me make sure all my intersections are good. Yeah. Oh, you get a stop sign there. There's a garbage truck right there. No, we don't need a traffic light. Right there. Yes. Alright. So, as you can see, we have started a awesome city. Yeah, we started an awesome city. We're going to continue to build this. As you see, as we started at the beginning, none of these things were unlocked. Now more have been unlocked. Natural disaster, like I said, you gotta buy the DLC to get these, but it's pretty cool. You could do like a tornado. Honestly, I am not going to do that at this current moment because I do not have the money to fix the damages. But you know what? We will do that in one of these episodes just to show you how cool. I mean, I gotta tell you guys, the effects and graphics of it is pretty awesome. So the only problem is if it hits my city, it's gonna cause a lot of money problems, and I only have $1,000, and I have debt. I owe money for that loan I took out. So yeah, we're gonna have to just wait to do that later, but I promise you one of these days we'll have a tornado come through our city, and to see the cool effects of the tornado, kind of show you guys that DLC of natural disasters. So we have a high demand for more commercial buildings, so let's build some more commercial buildings. Let's go here. Take this road. Oh, that's gonna cut my power line, isn't it? It is. Alright, we're gonna pause the game. Just because I know my city's gonna be like, why do we have no more power? Why do you cut the line? Because your guys' demands. You're crazy. You're very picky. Alright, let's build. Yeah. Let's build this. Boom. Get some more commercial buildings. Don't have enough money to fill that. So you're probably wondering why I only fill that space. Well, there's a couple of reasons. First reason is I cannot close this area off yet connected to that road. If I could, then I would fill the whole space. But for now, I can fill a very limited spot. I'm kind of picky that way. So the way you do this is you go and see. I'm playing console version. So if you play on the console and you play PS4, it's a triangle. So you click on the residential. You click on the zoning you want. So the commercial zoning, and you hold triangle and you move the left stick and pick which one you want. And so I always pick either fill or select. Those are my go-to. And go over there. So our residential demand is so high. Okay. Obviously, we have I think every land that every area that we've zoned to be residential has filled up with homes. So that means we need to build more homes. I really want to upgrade these roads right now, but I don't think we're there yet. Since we have such a high demand for more residential area, I'm gonna stick to dirt roads so I can save money, because you know, saving money is important. We will upgrade these roads though, guys. I promise you. Eventually, we will upgrade these residential roads because no one wants to live on a dirt road forever. I do want to upgrade though the dirt roads that the school has. I want them to have. See, this is me putting a realistic mind. If this was a real city, would I want my kid to have no sidewalk to walk onto to school? Now we obviously can't support. We can't upgrade all these residential, but we can upgrade at least by the school. We can have some sidewalks by the school, so when kids go to school, they can actually cross the street safer with paved roads rather than dirt roads. So that's just, you know, the realistic side of a city coming to my mind. You don't have to do this. It's just something I want to do. And if you want to just keep dirt roads, be my guest. I mean, again, this, you know, the whole point about this game is using your creativity and designing the city you want to design. And it doesn't matter what other people see or think about it. If it looks good to you, hey, props to you. Keep at it. But for me, I want to make sure we have paved roads so our kids can walk to school on a sidewalk to the actual school. Alright, so again, homes are popping up like crazy. Again, the demand for homes right now is just skyrocketing. A lot of people want to live here. Who can blame them, right? I mean, West Valley, it's the greatest city ever. We're gonna build the greatest city ever, y'all. Make West Valley great again. Not to sound political there. That's not my that wasn't my intent. I just thought that'd be funny to say. All right. So we are, you know, we're doing very well. I think, you know, out of all the times I played this game, this is like the first time I've really started off well with the beginning of building a city. I play this game a lot. I really do. I love City Skylines. I love city games. You know, we have the common shooting, sports games, and I like those games too, but I think it's always cool to do something new, and playing a city game is a lot more fun than people think. I really do think people don't see the creativeness and and the fun that is in these games. Again, you're using your imagination. You're envisioning what you would want a city to look like in your own head, and I think it's really awesome and good to use our brains in that way, rather than just shooting zombies or something. Again, I love those games as well, though. But this is just something different for me, and I like it. And I can honestly play it for hours and not realize I've been playing it for hours. So let's put some stoplights here. And eventually, we're gonna get some. We're gonna need to, you know, when our city grows and everything, we're gonna need to get some transit. We're gonna need to get some buses, some trains, and all this kind of stuff. We got a whole train track here, and eventually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have two kind of trains. We're gonna have a pedestrian train, and then we're gonna have a cargo train. We want to get, and we'll kind of go over why you want that, and I'll kind of just explain shortly why you want a cargo train, because cargo trains could bring supplies. And if they can bring supplies, that means you don't have to build as big of an industrial area as you might need to if you don't have a cargo train. Cargo train brings other supplies from other areas, and also it takes some of your supplies and brings it to other areas. So you also can make profit off of a cargo train if you export. So let's go to the menu really quick. Look at our info view, see how we're doing here. Land value, this is telling us what the land value is worth. Green is obviously the highest. So how does land value go up? Well, it just depends what you build there. I'll give you an example. Let's go to this downtown area and look at the land value. So the land value in downtown area, it's not so great. I mean, it's okay, it's decent. It's getting a little bit better, as you can see. It's getting darker blue and all that kind of stuff. But watch what happens when we build, say, we build a little plaza right in the little town. Let's build it right here. Now let's look at the land value. Look at that, the land value just went up because of that plaza I just built in a little city. So now the trick with the land value going up in the commercial zone areas is you gotta be careful with that, because if the land value goes up, then the business goes up. And what I mean by the business goes up, the companies grow to be bigger and more, I don't know what the proper word would be, the terminology, but basically they'll become companies that require higher education from your citizens. And if you don't have enough schools and everything, again, this goes all back to supplying the demand of your city. If you don't have enough schools for the education to educate your citizens so they can work at places like that, then that's going to become a problem. You're going to have a lot of buildings pop up with those icons. And like this building here, it's, well, nope, it's not. I thought it was going to be something bigger. But they will grow and develop if you bump up the land value. Which you should bump up the land value. You want to do that. But make sure you you have the supply to support the demand of your citizens. So alright, let's make some more residential zone area. Get some people living. Get some more people living in our wonderful West Valley city. Some stop signs here. Let's look at our water main pipeline. Let's make sure everyone gets some water and got their sewer system going. Alright, cool. Alright, so I think it's time that we expand some land. We have some land open for us. We gotta look at the costs, so we're gonna go to the little world. Oh, actually, we only have one available. So we got one available, and we can choose either of these land. We can't choose that land, but we could choose that land. Choose that land. We could choose that land. I don't know how the pricing works, because clearly this says this is $5,000. This is $3,000. And this is $4,000. Down here is another $5,000. So I don't know how the pricing really works. I think it just depends on what resources you get with that land and how much land you get out of it. That's how they probably determine the price of the land. But I think it's really, I'm trying to figure out what I exactly want to do here. Because what I want to do right now is, I think we're okay with residential area. I think we can fill this area with residential area too. So I wanted to figure out how I can expand this industrial area, and I think the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna actually move my industrial area on the other side of this highway, and because in that way, once that area grows with enough industrial buildings, I can actually just tear this all down and not ever have to worry about pollution ever affecting my citizens. Not that's affecting them now, but the farther away it is, the better it is for my citizens. So we're gonna buy land over here, and and obviously you see the two interstate roads, roads right here that are ending. We need to build some roads. I just don't have the money at this current moment to do that. So in order to make more money, we gotta get more people living here. And actually, industrial zone is very high right now. So let us. Okay, we're gonna just do it. I'm gonna build the roads right now. Okay, so we're gonna build the roads, and again, like I said, I always like to do the one-way direction roads rather than having two-lane roads going two opposite directions. Just have two-lane roads going one direction when it comes to going coming off or going on the highway. All right, so then that leads us to building a two-lane road. Which actually, you know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna do industrial roads here because they're cheaper. And this is just gonna be an industrial area, so why, we're not gonna build any homes over here or commercial buildings because of the pollution. So we're just gonna build a industrial road. And what we're gonna do here is, I do want to move I'm gonna take a loan out. I don't, like I said, I hate taking out loans because then I gotta repay them later. But what I do want to do, I'm gonna pause the game. I'm going to move my power plants. We're gonna move the power plants over here, because again, like I said, the whole point of me buying this land was to move all the industrial area over here, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and that's gonna be a lot more beneficial. And this is gonna open once the, obviously once the nature grows back over there. It's kind of dead right now from the pollution, but it will grow back. That's another thing to keep in note, is even though that you may have caused some pollution in this area, it does actually grow back, which is really cool about the game. I like that feature about the game. We're also going to move this over here too. So with that being said, and I'm actually even going to go this far in destroying all this industrial area. We need to get our pipeline, so it's really important to make sure all the big factors are covered, like getting our pipes, getting our electricity over there. That should be the first thing you do before you do anything else. Before you build a building, before you zone anything, when you're moving to on the other side of the map, you want to make sure your town, your citizens are covered for the pipelines and the power. So we want to do that first, because again, we only have $46,000, and that seems like a lot, guys. But you know what? You're gonna be spending through this money quick, especially when you're still first developing your city. You spend a lot of money. And like what's that old saying they say? In order to make money, you gotta spend money. And that's the truth here. So we're gonna destroy these power lines. We're gonna get power lines here, and we're gonna go all the way across. Go over the highway here. I'm on a highway. I won't say it, but yeah, so we're gonna build this power line. Yeah, there we go. All the way over here. So, our power's covered. Our sewer's covered. And I want to build... We want to put the garbage field probably over here. Well, no, you know what, though? That's the problem. Oh, okay. I have to think about that. So, what I'm thinking, so I played this game so much, guys, that I'm already thinking about the consequences of moving my garbage landfill over here. You may think to yourself, why is that a consequence? Well, because the reality is when your city gets bigger and bigger, traffic gets heavier and heavier, it's going to take a lot longer for garbage trucks to get to your city. So, I think I'm going to leave those there for now. And what I'll do is I gotta figure that out. I gotta think about that for now. But I do want the garbage field, landfill to be over here. But that may not work. Okay. Let's finish this road over here. We're gonna build some industrial buildings here. Let's see here. That's a 2-lane road, 1-lane road. Here we go. There we go. Build some stuff here. And again, guys, if you like my content and my video here, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. Trying to get out there and just share my channel. Yeah. So, like I said, if you like, please subscribe and hit that like button. All right, here we go. So we got industrial buildings getting built out here. Let's make sure our pipes are all filling up areas. Again, we want to make sure our pipes, our main water line, the sewer line, is covering all these areas. That's very important. We got rid of this whole area. We're going to just destroy this road. Oh shoot, okay. I gotta make sure I connect that power line because that's the power line to our water pump system, and we need to make sure our citizens have water. Alright. I'll go home. Go home. You don't work here no more. And we'll put that there. Alright, cool. So we're gonna leave our... Oops, sorry. I hit my microphone there. So, we're gonna leave our... garbage fields here for now. I hate garbage fields because the reality is you actually can't move them until you empty them out. So for example, you click on here, it says it is 7% full. So in order to actually move it, see, watch, you click on it, so you can't move it because there's garbage, so you actually have to empty it. So the way you do that is you click on it and you hit the empty building icon, and that starts emptying your garbage field. But you know what, guys, we're honestly not going to move these at this current time, just due to the fact of what I said earlier, is those garbage trucks, we need garbage trucks near the city so they can reach the residents in a mannerly time. But I do think we are going to still build some garbage fields out here, so that lessens the load of having those garbage men having to go across the highway through all that traffic and to get over here to deal with the garbage. So I think this is going to help. I've never done it this way out of any city I've built. This is the first time I'm doing it this way, so I think it's going to be a lot. It's going to help with the garbage load a lot better than it has in the past. So with that being said, let's pay off my old loan. At least we got one loan paid off. And I think what I'm going to do now is update these roads. We got $20,000. Let's make sure everything else is good. Let's see how our education's doing. Our education system's doing great. we're gonna need to build. I think we're gonna need to build another jail because of the availability of jails are going down. So, and you know we're gonna also need to do. This is just this little. We're gonna need to build a fire station over here because that fire station, those firefighters are not gonna get here in time to fight these fires. And if there's gonna be a fire, it's gonna be definitely in that area. Alright, so there is an icon right here popped up. It is an icon letting you know that there's not enough educated workers in your town, which probably, well, not probably, it is indicating to me that I need to build a high school. I only have elementary school, guys. I need to build a high school. So what I need to do is I have to do the unfortunate thing I hate to do is take a loan and build a high school. I really want to update these roads here in this residential area, but like I said, I gotta meet the demands of my city first before I do the things that I want to do. So we're gonna build a high school right there. That should cover everybody because the high school could take in a lot of people. And they're good on water and sewage. So we're gonna build a high school there. The high school is very bright. Look how bright this. Look how much electricity this high school is using. Like, look at this. This is a bright high school. It's a very bright high school. So that uses a lot of electricity. I mean, you zoom out. Look how bright that high school is. Jeez. Okay, it's the brightest building in our city. All right, so we got the high school. Hopefully, we can get some educated and help this business out. If not, this business will go out of business and they'll belly up, and we'll have to knock it down and some other business will build there. So we need to I'm gonna build more houses. Well, actually I don't need to build more houses. That's not my problem right now. My problem is industrial. I need to build more industrial buildings. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this and we're gonna, yeah, we'll go here. Every time it does that. Every time. I hate that. Ugh, so annoying. Okay. There we go. Oh, quit your whining. You got your power back. Alright. Now why did I do that? I'm trying to think of my logic and why I do some things. Alright. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that's fine. Let's build it like that. It's kind of a weird way to build. But, see, what I like to do is I like to cover up as much space as I can when it comes to building in, areas. But, I don't always do a very good job at that. So, you know, it is what it is. So, we'll hopefully get some buildings built here and looks nice and pretty. This icon that's popped up right here means they don't have enough customers. We can't really do anything with that at this time because there's just not a high enough demand to have more people live here. What we probably need to do here is find a... We're probably going to need to connect this road somewhere to get another way into the city. Because that's another thing that's probably why they don't have enough customers. If you only have one way into this city, into the area, so our downtown area, we only have one way to get in. And this business is on this side of the town. So if I'm coming in, like if I live in this town, right? Say I live over here, I'm driving into the town. I'm probably going to go to the nearest store that's near the exit. You know, the nearest road that's going to get me out of the town. And so that's probably one of the reasons why your business is struggling. Like this business is struggling. I mean, it's on the other side of the town, and there's only one way to get into the downtown area. So we need to, and we're low on money, so we have no money right now, which that's gonna have me. I'm gonna be that guy. I gotta raise taxes to make money. They're gonna probably go out of business, and so is that one too. But what we're gonna do here is once we start making money, we're gonna move this fire station, and we're gonna connect a road at this intersection into this city. Because like I said, I don't think it's not enough people. I think it's the fact of where it's located, and that there's only one way to get into town. And those are things you have to think about. When I first played this game, I never thought about it in that way. But I start to think, well, that actually makes sense. You need to get flowing traffic in different sides of the city. Thank God that they found some more customers. They didn't have to go out of business. Unfortunately, the place that needed higher educated workers did go out of business. We're going to tear down that building, and hopefully a new business builds there, which there will be. But that's just sometimes the unfortunate case to that happening. All right, so we got some money now since we raised taxes. I know I'm not for raising taxes, but you know what? I gotta make the money. You know. Unfortunately, I can't move this right now because I just don't have the money right now. But once we get the money, we're gonna move that fire station and get a connecting road into the city to help some of these businesses get more traffic flow. They need more traffic flow to get into their area. And the reason I'm not building, like say I could build right, I could easily build a road right here. I could connect it right here. The reason I'm not doing that is because I don't want to create more intersections on a road like this, especially this being the main road into the city. You don't want a lot of intersections because that's a big. This is a main road. This is gonna be the most traffic road of our city. And as you see, as our city grows, you're gonna see that road have more and more traffic. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna save this game, so we can just save all the work we've done so far. We've done a lot of work today, y'all. I mean, oh shoot, I forgot to get some pipes over here. We've done a lot of work today. Start the city. It's looking great. I'm very proud of it. And I hope that if you're watching this, and you play, and whether you play or don't play this game, you're learning something from it. And if you've never played this game, I really highly encourage you to go try it. If you've never played a city game, I would probably just buy the regular edition before you buy all the DLCs, because you don't want to buy all the DLCs in the game and then end up not liking the game and spending all that money. Rather, it's probably just smart that you play a demo or play the regular version, and then if you like it, then add all the cool stuff to it. But this map that I'm using right now is not on the regular version. This is a DLC map that this game just released, I want to say a week ago. So we're doing very, very well with our city. I think we have enough money now to fix this traffic problem. So we're gonna move this fire station. I'm gonna move it actually. I'm gonna move it down here for now. And that does not hurt our power source. Okay, alright, so let's fix this road. And we're gonna do a little curve way. I'm not gonna do like a straight, so a little curve way be like this. So let's see if we can. I can't do it like that, okay. Let's see here. Oh. So I'm trying to figure it out here, guys. Give me 1 second. Not working the way I want it to work. Alright, so we may have to just do it the straight way, which is, I mean, it's a way. It's not the most sufficient way, I think, but it looks like that's the only way that's gonna work. So we do kind of have an intersection here, and I'm not gonna lie, this intersection is probably gonna be a disaster when it really becomes, our city really becomes grown. But you know, what can you do, right? What we're probably gonna do, I'm gonna actually do that. I like it that way better. Alright, so we have fixed that problem. Now we got traffic flow going 2 ways into the downtown area, which should help these businesses, especially these businesses right here. Let's see what they want. I want to know if there's anything we can improve on. Attract. Okay, so they basically want some attractions to help grow their business. So basically what they mean is you go over here This is the unique building icons, and you can go like level 1, and you can build like a kind of like a cool statue right here. Unfortunately, I can't build one right now because I don't have the money. But say if I build this, this helps land value and attractions for these businesses and helps them grow their business. So that's what they mean by that, is attraction. They want that to get more tourists into the city, but you know, right now we're not a tourist city right now. I'm sorry, I don't think there's a city in America I go to tour that has 2,000 people in it. So we need to focus on ourselves at this moment and not focus on the tourism part yet. We will build a tourism part later. I think what I'm going to do before I build any more houses, I'm going to upgrade all these roads. I think it's time to upgrade these roads. It's gone long enough. I think we're done with dirt roads for now. I think we can afford to step away from that kind of plan and upgrade these roads. It's also going to make our citizens more happy, and that's what we want. We want happy citizens. There we go. Some roads that are all upgraded. Light up the streets as well, which will also help help with crime. We can see better if there's any suspicious activities going on, and that can help our police better. There we go. We're upgrading all these roads. No more dirt roads for residential areas, guys. We're done with dirt roads. Like I said, it's a good road to start off with the game, because you know you don't. Well, I talk about money, and now I'm almost out of money because of upgrading all those roads. But like I said, dirt roads are good to start your game because you don't have a lot of money, and dirt roads aren't that very expensive to upkeep. Like I said, you go on the icon, you look, this to upkeep a 2-lane road is, you know, 32 cents a week, where a dirt road I believe was 19. Let's make sure on that. Yeah, it's 19. So all that kind of stuff. So you gotta upkeep those roads all the week. That's part of, you know, your money that you gotta spend, you know, to upkeep these roads. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna build some more homes too. We got a little crime there. We need more, and that's what we need to do. Also, we need to build another police station. I just remember we were low on jail cells, so we got a lot to do, guys. I'm gonna do a few more things, and I'm probably gonna call it for the day. But we will be back on here for another episode. But for now, let's continue to fix some of the stuff and build some more stuff. I think, let's see here. There we go. Again, we want to upgrade these roads. I actually don't know how much an upgrade is. I'm not even looking at that. Okay, it's 200. That's actually what I thought it was. Alright, cool. So we upgraded like 90% of the roads that we need to upgrade. And once we finish upgrading, we're going to build more residential areas, get some more people living here. We do need to work on this area, so let's, as we are waiting for some money to go up to get more money to upgrade, we're actually going to build some roads to get some industrial areas built, because our industrial demand is just is very high. And that's because one of the reasons is because we tore down all those other industrial buildings at the beginning and moved them all over here. As you can see, if you guys remembered, we actually had the industrial stuff all over here. Remember how it was like all dark and brown and dead? Look how fast it grows back in the game. It's all back. All the nature's back. So we want that because, you know, this could be the side where we build a downtown where the city's gonna really grow. We're gonna have more residential. We're also gonna have apartments. We're gonna have skyscrapers. It's gonna be the full 9 yards. It's gonna look great. Oh, we hit a new milestone. All right, means our city's growing. It's growing fast, y'all. So we gotta keep it going. So let's get some industrial areas here. Our water and our sewer is just doing phenomenal. That's one of the things I love about this game. That water pump we started with in the original game is still supporting our full city. and we're at like 2,000 people. So that's pretty remarkable if you think about it. I mean, our power couldn't even do that. You know, our power is already at its third or at its second power plant. It's gonna need a third one here very soon. I just know it. I played this game long enough to know when you refill power. And the problem is we're using a coal power plant, so it doesn't produce as much power as ore power plant would. So once we could get ore, and once we could get nuclear, I'm gonna go full nuclear for our city too. But we just don't have, we haven't unlocked that milestone, and even if we did, we would not have, we just would not have the money for it. I think it's like $260,000 to build a nuclear power plant, so yeah. Let's actually look at our loan that we took out earlier and see if we pay that off. Can't pay that one. We can't pay that one. Okay, cool. We're still paying off the other one. We just can't fully pay it off right now because we just don't have the money. But we'll just have to slowly pay it off, and hopefully we can fully pay it off here soon. Because I really hate taking out loans. All right, cool. Okay. Let's build some. Build some parks here, or some basketball and tennis courts. So we're gonna build one here, build one there, and another one. Oh shoot, that's not where I wanted it. Let's move that and actually put it right there. There we go. That's where we want it. Let's get another one right next to it. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, when you do that, these houses turn blue. That means they're happy that they got some entertainment entertainment areas. That helps the community stay active, have things to do, and you want that. It's very important. Alright, let's fill these areas. We're still struggling with education in our city. We're gonna figure that out a little bit later. Right now I'm more focused on supporting these demands of certain things. So I don't think we can build, still can't build apartments yet. Oh shoot, you know, I forgot, we need to build a cemetery because we're starting to have some deaths in our town and they need to figure out where to bury the bodies. So I usually try to pick an area where I don't plan to upgrade a road, because the same thing with garbage. Cemeteries you have to empty if you want to move them. So we're gonna actually build a cemetery by the high school. I know that's not the ideal place to build a cemetery, but I don't plan to upgrade that road anymore to what it is now. Speaking of upgrades, let's check our traffic, see how we're doing. We're still at 91%, which is very good. I am very worried about this intersection. I'm not gonna lie, I do think that's gonna be a big problem later in the game, but there's not much we can do about it at this current moment. I mean, we have four roadways going to one intersection, so that is going to cause some traffic problems, but I don't see what we can do at this current time. I think the thing I could upgrade this road. I think that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to upgrade the main road right here to a 4-lane road. Maybe that will help the intersection a little bit, because it's mainly this part of the road right here. This part right here is having a hard time. Maybe it's just because it was a 1-lane road. I hope that helps it. Like I said, not every intersection you can make perfect and make it work well, but we're gonna do our best here. We seem to do. It seems like it helped a little bit for the road. I mean, the intersection. I don't think the intersection is ever not gonna be red or some kind of shade of red, because it's just a busy intersection. When you got 4 roadways coming together at one intersection, it's just going to cause intersection problems. It doesn't seem to be too bad. It actually seems like the traffic's flowing very well in the intersection, so I'm not going to worry about it too much now. I think it's at a good place to where it needs to be. Let's check over here. Our industrial area is growing very nice. We're making some money, which is very nice. We're getting some more people. they need educated workers icons seem to go away, so that's good. It means we're getting some education in our city, and that's really very nice. Matter of fact, let's look at our education. I would like to know what our education rates right now are. So our statistics of education is 49% is educated, 36% is not, and 15% is well educated. So that's very good. I kind of want to keep it at that number. I don't want to really exceed 50% of uneducated is 49%. Educated is 35.8%. So those are educated, and well educated is at a good steady percent. I think I don't want to go no more than 50% with educated. And the reason is that is because we need to have workers to work in our industrial area. If you have too many citizens who are educated or well educated, I mean, obviously nobody well educated is going to want to work here. That's not where they want to work. They're going to want to work for one of these businesses, probably some like kind of computer company or business company. So you got to figure out a way to balance that, because that does affect, because I have had situations with cities where I've had not enough educated workers, and there's just icons of uneducated workers just popped up everywhere around here. And then I had a city where I had a lot of educated and well-educated citizens, and all these don't have enough employee icons popped up everywhere around my industrial zone. So you got to figure a way to balance it. But right now I think we're at a solid pace for where we need to be for the size of our city. I mean, we're at 3,000 right now. Our demands are going up very high. So I think what we need to do right now is we don't need bus yet. We will. I think what we're gonna do for our transit. Transit. Yeah, our transport is we're gonna build that all around here, where our old industrial area was. I usually build it where the industrial stuff is, but I think I'm gonna build it in this area because this is kind of an empty space kind of area. This could be a good area to use some transit stations, like a bus station or a taxi place or a trolley, whatever. And I think that'd be really good. I think ideally I plan eventually to build obviously we're gonna build an airport. And this is actually a new DLC the game came out with this last week. And it's a really cool DLC. I like it a lot. We're obviously not gonna build an airport right now because we don't need an airport. It's just not it's not something a town of 3,000 people live in need. It's not essential at this current moment. What we will do before we build an airport, when our next milestone is unlocked, we will build a train station to connect with these train tracks. That will be our first transportation for our citizens. It's easy, it's cheap, and I'm kind of surprised that the international airport opens before the actual train station is unlocked. It's kind of interesting to me. Let me check the health of our citizens. That's another thing. We got really good health. We're gonna build a child care center, and I'm gonna put it right by this elementary because that just seems like the perfect place to put a child care center. That's child care, right? Nope, that's elderly care. I'm sorry, I was wrong. This is a child care. There, that makes sense. A lot smaller. We're built right next to the elementary, and I feel like that'd be like the perfect place to have a kid's doctor, right next to the school. All right. I mean, we're just doing great with our city. Let's check our landfill. Landfill usage at 12%. All right. We're not in danger there at all with that. Oh, we need power. Power is always a problem with this game. All right, so we need power because obviously our citizens, our power plants are not supplying the demand of our citizens. So we need to get that going. So we are going to probably have to take out another loan, as much as it kills me. And we're going to have to build another power plant. and voila, we built another power plant. We got a couple now. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking tight. And I think I'm gonna leave it that I'm gonna leave us here today. This is where we're gonna end at. I'm gonna check. Oh, it's just crime. This is where we're gonna leave at. We started today at 0 people. We're at a population of 3,000. So I think it's a very good first episode to start with. We got a really good city going. We got the schools, we got the buildings, we got the residents. When we come back next time, we got high demand for residents and commercial buildings, so we're gonna have to expand on that. Matter of fact, let's check if we do have land available. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're either gonna buy some more land, or we're gonna do is build a road right here. And let's check this out here. We're gonna build a road right here and build some residential housing over here. Get some people living by the this little stream right here, this little lake right here, if you want to call it. So, but other than that, y'all, I'm gonna hop off for this episode. If you liked today's episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless.